getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yellow, Argelati! I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Now it's Hines. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. They run with Hines. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Runs through the contact. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now it's Jackson. Goodwin able to haul it in. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. First down, a run with Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. They find some open field here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check. Check out route.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. He's going to take a shot, and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, you got deep?
Mahomes going to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be and he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 79 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down now, it's Cohen. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Draw play. This is Hines. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes rolling to his right. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Check mark 39. Exit. 39. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Hey, check mark.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bryant is good. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 19-yard line. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 19-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Hines. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on third. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, Cohen. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. The screen pass here to Cohen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yellow, 180. Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's go.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now Jackson from the gun on third down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is a time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Now a desperation throw deep. It got his man complete. The 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Bryant tacks on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's checking. Crash.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is third down and 12. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Here we go.
One final try from Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Kansas City, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.